Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome in the Thursday night sports chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And today we're going to do this a little bit differently. I know that I have, Prime Week 6 referring to Week 6 of the NFL season starting tonight, but I'm going in reverse a little bit. Coach D, what up, though? Oh, wait. Yeah, Coach D, what up, though? I almost started something, but I ain't going to do that. I'm going to start from the finals of the WNBA first, only because that's the championship round for the ladies, and then I'll work my way back to the NFL. But game one of the WNBA finals was a unique game. It was filled with controversy and things like that, right? But first off, the two participants in game one, was the second ranked, the number 2 seed Minnesota Lynx and the number 1 seed New York Liberty. And it was a very competitive game. The Liberty jumped out in front by as much as 18 points. But, the Minnesota Lynx, they did everything they could to tie the game up. By the end of the fourth quarter, the Liberty had a chance to win at the foul line. Breanna Stewart came up with 1 out of 2 to tie the game and force it into overtime. And in that overtime, the Lynx just came in and took that whole overtime order over to give themselves a 95-93 win in game one of the WNBA finals. Like I said, there was a lot of controversy. No calls, missed calls, controversial out of bounds plays, things like that. But you give the Minnesota Lynx their credit. They climbed back into it after being down by 18. I believe that's the biggest deficit in the WNBA finals. And they did that. They came back and won game one. Game two is on Sunday with the Lynx leading 1-0. Going into Major League Baseball and today's games, the New York Yankees, they advanced to the American League Championship Series by defeating the Kansas City Royals 3-1, winning that series 3-1. They are now awaiting the winner of the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers, as Cleveland today tied the series up 2 games apiece with a 5-4 victory in Detroit. Game 5 will be played Saturday in Cleveland, and the winner of that, like I just said, they will be playing the New York Yankees. In the National League, the New York Mets, they did something. They won 4-1. They advanced to the National League Championship Series, 3-1. They beat the Philadelphia Phillies, and no one expected them to be there because they're the lowest ranking team in the playoff round, right? They're the 6th seed, and they defeated 2 division leaders. They defeated the Milwaukee Brewers, which were the Central Division champions of the National League, and they defeated their rivals in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies. So now they're waiting the winner of the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. As of last night, the Dodgers tied the series 2 games with an 8-0 victory over San Diego, and they will be playing tomorrow night to see who's going to play the New York Mets. The Mets go to Los Angeles or San Diego to start game 1 of the 7-game series. Now we're coming back to the NFL. Tonight's game, right? You had the San Francisco 49ers playing their division rival, the Seattle Seahawks. And San Francisco pulls this game out, and it was convincing, but Seattle tried to make their way back at the end. 36-24. Brock Purdy threw for 255 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnover, 18 of 28 for 255 yards, right? But San Francisco ran as a team for 255 yards rushing. So they matched their passing game. And when you get to match your passing game, this is more times out of not going to be the result. They had a new running back, Garendo. He ran for 99 yards, including a 74-yard run in the fourth quarter to give them close to the goal line to get their touchdown to make them have 36. Jordan Mason had 73 yards. And, like I said, they ran for 255 yards. Deebo Samuels had 102 yards with a touchdown. George Kittle had 2 touchdowns with 5 receptions and 58 yards. But Deebo only had 3 receptions. If you read my community wall, I had already picked the 49ers, but that's neither here nor there. But the 49ers is now on top of the NFC West with this win, even though they tied with the Seattle Seahawks because they just beat the Seahawks, and now they have the tiebreaker over them. So the 49ers, even though they have the same record, the 49ers is now in the lead of the NFC West. But a bigger story for the week was that the New York Jets, they first fired their coach, Robert Saleh, after the loss in London against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, there's many conversations about that. And so, I follow the New York Jets. So it's okay for me to give my input, right? So Robert Saleh came in 2022 after his run with the San Francisco 49ers as a defensive coordinator, getting them to the Super Bowl, giving Kansas City that tough battle in the Super Bowl. So he was a hot commodity. The Jets hired him. So when the Jets hired him, he had before the before mentioned Sam Darnold. They didn't have anything for Sam Darnold to play with, so they got rid of him. They draft Zach Wilson. They don't put nothing in front of him. Now they get Aaron Rodgers. So in those 2 seasons, Robert Saleh has a losing record. In comes Aaron Rodgers last year. He plays four snaps. The season's over. He gains another year of losing, right? So now you got Aaron Rodgers coming in the second season. And of course, they don't do no practices. They only do practices rather. They don't play in the preseason. So the results of this not playing in the preseason, not playing your starters in the preseason, is that your team is playing the first few weeks of the regular season rusty. So now you got Aaron Rodgers, who could beat 3-1, but they're 2-3. They got ramrodded in San Francisco. They came back with 2 wins in a row with the Titans and the Patriots. And then they played the Vikings. They played the Broncos first. They didn't score an offensive touchdown. They had 3 field goals. The last field goal attempt at the end of the game was wide left. That's why they lost the game at the end of the game. And then Aaron Rodgers played horribly then. And Aaron Rodgers played horribly last Sunday in London with 3 interceptions. He had 2 touchdowns, but he had more turnovers than touchdowns. That's not an Aaron Rodgers game. So now the upper brass fires him. Let me say this. If you don't give a person enough time to assemble a chemistry, it's never going to work. I believe that Robert Saleh was thrown under the bus because the pressure of being in a must-win situation, especially for the higher brass and in New York, it led them to fire the head coach. I believe that Aaron Rodgers is accountable for it. Why? Because he didn't play well enough. Even though they got stomped in San Francisco, the defense played well enough. And there was no offensive performance. Whether Aaron Rodgers was playing poorly, whether the receivers were dropping the ball, whether there was no running game, it was all based on the offense. So what they did was they blamed the head coach. Now, when you're a leader of the team, you must be accountable for the team, especially on the field, because a boss is never going to fire himself. So we understand why he got fired, because they're not going to fire themselves. But it's about accountability. These guys didn't hold themselves accountable. If a person commits mandatory situations for personal reasons and don't have no practices or train themselves to get in a rapport with their teammates, this is the results. You're not going to win right off the bat. Now, they believe that firing Robert Saleh and having the defensive coordinator come in and take the reins is going to bring a spark. That may well be true. But here's the funny part about the whole thing. There's no need for a spark. The spark is coming on Monday, whether they fired this man or not, because they have an opportunity to do what the 49ers just did tonight. Win their game and be in first place in the division. So that wasn't even a necessity for as far as I was concerned. But they did it because they felt because they can. Now, I know people want to say, well, Aaron Rodgers didn't like him. The controversy in the game where the coach tried to hug him and he pushed him off and all of that ain't even going to matter, because now he has no scapegoat now. Because now that they fired the coach, it's all going to fall on him. They just think that the defensive coordinator, the defense is going to still do what they do, but it's always going to be back on Aaron Rodgers. And I say accountability because now he has to understand he's 40 years old. He can't do what he used to do, but he must protect the ball. Ain't no defense in the world going to give a 3 and out, then turn right back around and come give another 3 and out, because they quarterback gave the ball away, whether it's a fumble or interception. So now this is all going to fall on Aaron Rodgers. So a man lost their job because somebody else didn't do theirs. That is a part of life. We understand that part. But at the end of the day, if it's a team thing, we all will have a responsibility in it because we're the performers. We the ones that have to get the job done on the field. Now, if they're saying that this man didn't get his team in cohesion to come together with cohesiveness, then that's one thing. But if the defense is upset because they got rid of their favorite coach and the offense is like, well, he deserved to, that already shows you the division of a team because they're not on one accord. It's up to the coach to make sure that everybody has the same mission to win the game. The same way you got to fire that defense up, you got to have that spark for the offense as well. Maybe Robert Saleh didn't do that. I don't know, but it just looks funny because he's a defense. Like I said, he was a defensive coordinator when he got the job. The defense is doing its job. You gave all the power to Aaron Rodgers. I want this guy. I want Allen Lazard. Now, in the back of this, right? They're talking about getting Devontae Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders because he wants to play with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers has been trying to get him on the New York Jets. So if they co-sign that and they bring him there, are they still going to blame the coach because they did that? How is that going to help the offense? You see what I mean? All of this is about making the team better, but you got to make the team better by believing that they can win the game. You got to spark that team to win the game. So hopefully that's what the new coach does. Side note, the offensive coordinator wasn't fired because that's Aaron Rodgers' guy, or so they say. That's the speculation, allegedly. Aaron Rodgers' favorite coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett, is how he got the job with the New York Jets because Aaron Rodgers works with him. So they felt if they get Nathaniel Hackett, Aaron Rodgers will come there. That happened. Now that they're not playing well, they decide to give it to somebody else, but he doesn't get fired. So just look at it this way. A guy that's a supervisor of a unit that underperforms, they don't get fired. They get to keep their job. But the head coach got to lose his job because that person, his unit, didn't underperform. That's why you have to be attentive to what you're doing. As long as you do your part, if you do it your best, the results will show, and the proof will always be in the pudding. So we say good luck to Robert Saleh. I believe he's on his way back to the 49ers to be a defensive coordinator or something to that liking. Back there, he said what he said. He loved the opportunity. He thanks the Jets for the opportunity, but I don't like the way that it ended for him because he wasn't equipped to win in the first place. And when he was equipped, some bad luck happened. That happens to all of us. But he needed more than 5 games to get a result with someone that you considered a Hall of Fame quarterback. 5 games is not enough. Just like those 4 snaps last year wasn't enough. I heard it's a big difference in Brady and Rodgers. Brady is more for team and Rodgers isn't. That is correct. So you can't expect him to be a team leader. But when he demands something, you feel you have to clamor to it. How much is that for the team and how much was it for himself? And that's the difference in leadership, right? We understand that sports need a leader, just like everything in the world needs leadership, but especially the football players, right? Especially in the NFL, because the quarterback is the most important position in the NFL. Some people say it's the most important position in all of sports. That may be true. But as we stick with football, you understand you got to call the plays. You got to read the defense. You got to see if they're blitzing. You got to see if you check down or you audible to a run or you audible to a pass. You call a hot play just in case you see the blitz. You got to do all those things. The quarterback got to do that. The offensive line or the center may have a line assignment, but you have to read the defense. You got to make the call because you got to throw the ball or run the ball or call the plays in whole as a whole in order for the offense to get started. But if you don't know what you're reading, then that's a bad sign. Your team is not going. You're not going to generate no offense, and that tires out the defense. And if your defense is great, you still tire them out. You'll be 2-3 like the New York Jets. So, we hope that Robert Saleh, he's landed on his feet, but we wish him the best. Or I wish him the best because at the end of the day, in my opinion, it was not his doing. But that's why I went from baseball to football to have that conversation. Oh, you late. All right. So I'll do that again. So at the end of tonight's game, the San Francisco 49ers, once again. Yeah, I got you. The San Francisco 49ers won 36-24. They're now 3-3, as well as the Seahawks. The Seahawks is on a 3-game losing streak at the start of the season, 3-0. So with that win, it puts the 49ers, even though they're tied, once again, the 49ers and the Seahawks have the same record, 3-3. But because the 49ers defeated the Seahawks tonight, they're in the lead of the NFC West. And that's why I said that firing of Robert Saleh didn't make sense, because if he was there and they won the game on Monday night, that would mean the Jets would be in the same predicament as the 49ers. So would he still be coaching them bad or not? But we're going to see Monday. So y'all know what I do. Give me a second. Y'all know how I do it, guys. It's time for the picks of the week as far as week 6. Like I said on my community wall, I picked the 49ers to win tonight, right? So I know I got Coach D in the chat. He normally picks the games with us. My commander's not here. We'll catch her. I'll catch her on a later date. But if they want to wait till tomorrow, because I did promise everybody that I'll have the injury reports tomorrow, we can do that. But if Coach D wants to pick, I'll shout the games out, and then he can make his picks. I'm gonna read it out loud so that way I can record it, because he ain't up here on the panel, and then we can go from there. And then I will talk about something that I know he wants to talk about. That is, we're gonna revisit the pay-per-view event for the WWE, Bad Blood, because that was a sight. That was it was a unique event, and we just saw how WWE Raw has been reduced to 2 hours, and now they're getting ready to put that on Netflix. So SmackDown will be on USA, Raw will be on Netflix. I don't even know how that works, but I mean, to me, it don't even matter. But I'll read the list of who's playing when, or who's playing on Sunday. The first game is going to be at 9:30. That's in London as well. It's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. So the Jaguars will be playing the Bears. I picked the Bears. And after that, the 1:00 games are going to be the Commanders versus the Baltimore Ravens, the New Orleans Saints versus their division rivals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's going with the Bears. Uh, the Commanders versus the Ravens is next, I said. And then the Saints and the Bucks. So he's going with the Bears, the Ravens, the Saints and the Bucks. He's going with, I should have known that. The Bucks, the Arizona Cardinals will be coming to Green Bay to play the Packers. Then the Colts will be playing the Titans. The Browns will be playing the Philadelphia Eagles. And the 4:00 games are going to be the Denver Broncos will be facing the San Diego Chargers. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be playing the Oakland Raiders. The Atlanta Falcons will be playing the Carolina Panthers. And the 4:25 game will be the Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, let me read his list off before he say I cheated. You know, he be saying some wild stuff though. Okay, he picked the Bears. He picked the Ravens. The Bucks. Packers. He picked the Colts. He picked those Eagles. He picked the Chargers. Steelers. Boy. The Falcons. I know he ain't picked no what you call it. I know good and well he ain't picked no. That's the game that's gonna do it for us. He went with his team, the Lions. Now the 8:00 game is gonna be the Cincinnati Bengals versus the New York Giants, unless they flex the game. If they flex the game, I can't control that. But that's the Sunday night game. And then the Monday night game will be the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. So that's for this week. Now, I can't count the game that was played today because I was the only one that picked it. So I can't count it. Oh, he's a hater. I'm going to win this week. I know it now. So he picked the Bengals. And he picked the Bills. Now my commander's not here to pick, but I'm gonna bother if I'm gonna bother her before the game starts. So I'll probably catch her this weekend so she could make her picks. But I'll pick her in. And I will be posting the picks on my community wall for game 6. You know, just to show y'all how this goes around. We do this out of fun. We just doing this because we watch the sport and we believe we can tell who's going to win and who's going to lose. This is this is this is for entertainment purposes only. So we ain't even going to take it to that level. But that's just what it is. So we can post that there. So as I post that, I am going to now talk about the WWE Bad Blood. Uh it was a very interesting it was very interesting on the night because they started off with the Hell in the Cell match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Me personally, the match was very entertaining. My problem was that whole strategy of them just continuously fighting, they dragged it too much for in my opinion. But it was a great match. It was about an hour worth of fighting. uh CM Punk won the match after, you know, Drew McIntyre enticed him to go crazy because he had an item of CM Punk's, which was his wristband of his wife's name and I believe the name of his pet, his dog, and that drew him over the top. And then because it was no holds barred, he was beating the brakes off of him. So like I said, that was the longest match of the night. And like I said, CM Punk won. The next match was Nia Jackson Bailey. Nia Jax, she was doing what she needed to do. Bailey came back. It was a good match. But at the end of the day, Nia Jax gained the victory. And in the middle of that match, there was a thought that Tiffany Stratton would cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase, but she didn't. I guess she got caught. Nia Jax saw what was going on. She gave her that look. She's like, I didn't do that. I was here to help you. She did attack Bailey with the briefcase, but you got to see that in order for that to understand what I'm saying. Damian Priest. No, excuse me, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley had a fight for the WWE Women's title against Nia Jax retained the title. What up, Nia? I'll be back for you in a second, Commander, because Coach Dion made his picks. But I'm gonna give you your opportunity. So Rhea Ripley fought Liv Morgan. It was pretty one-sided. But Rhea Ripley was victorious because of a disqualification. Raquel Rodriguez came in there and saved Liv Morgan after she well, Dominic Mysterio was put up in a cage. He was suspended above the ring. Some way, shape, or form, he unlocked the door and became dangled. He was dangling from the cage. And Rhea Ripley was distracted. She unwhooped the boy. She unwhooped her boot thing because the boot thing cheated. Came back into the ring. Thought she was going to get the victory, but Raquel Rodriguez came in and put some blows to her and got herself disqualified. So that's how Rhea won her match. Okay. I don't really care about the rest of the matches. If Coach D want to come up and have that conversation, he can. But the most important match was the new bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu against Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, in his first official match coming back, they worked well. Well, they worked well together. They was tagging in and out. Uh, Roman came in. He electrified the place. Then Solo and Jacob Fatu is a bad man. Let me just say that. But it got to a place where Cody Rhodes, he took him out by doing a frog splash on the announce table. So those two was isolated at this particular time. Solo was in control of the match. He had Roman where he wanted him, but a guy came from out of nowhere to stand outside the ring. So as a guy standing out the ring, Solo Sikoa catches him out the corner of the eye, like, "Yo, who's that?" And you still got the bloodline. You still had the two other bloodline members outside of the ring. So Tama Lunga, he got kicked in the face by the guy, and the other guy, I can't think of his name right now. He got kicked in the face. He was wearing a hoodie and a mask. So he takes the hoodie and mask off. It's Jimmy Uso. So Jimmy Uso is back on the scene. So with that distraction, Roman gained the strength. He gave him the oh God, what is Roman's finish? Not the Superman punch. The spear. Excuse me, I was stuck real quick. He gave the spear, got the 3 count. We all excited. Everybody's excited. Jimmy got it. Jimmy got his thing on. They ain't the one, and they leave the ring. As they leave the ring, the bloodline is beating up Cody Rhodes. Roman decides, they having a conversation. What you want to do? You want to help him or not? You said you were going to give him his word. You gave him his word. This, that, and the third. So they go back and help him. They clear the ring. Roman and Cody have, they have a stare down. Roman gives him the belt back, like, I'm coming for that. Out of nowhere, The Rock comes back, the final boss. So he's out. He's at the top of the ring. While the music is playing, he's looking in the ring. Gave that eyebrow. That eyebrow went up. Said 1, 2, 3. I'm dead, y'all. And that's how the show ended. Coach D, my 33 brother. Oh,
Man, my mic was muted. I was like, "Get your smell," and I'm like, "Oh, my mic muted."
Yeah, but what did you think about that Bad Blood?
First, before I speak on that, I have to tell Commander. Commander, they jumped me earlier. I just need you to know that they jumped me. This is I have no backup because you're not in the group chat. But yeah, I got jumped. I got a shellacking earlier. I'm telling you all the culprits. So it was Tay, it was BDB, and it was Gary. Yeah, all 3 of them jumped me. They trying to kill Coach D. They trying to take him out the game. They don't want Coach D. They trying to get rid of him. They tried to put me in some cement shoes and throw me in They tried to take me out the game, Commander, but I got away. Okay, so I'm safe. Coach D is safe. So I'm here tonight on the show. I don't know how safe I am sitting next to one of the people who tried to, throw me in the lake. But I'm here. I had to show up. So
Nope.
yeah.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, sir, Coach D. But this guy that you're talking to don't know what you're talking about.
Don't pull that alter ego crap with me. I'm the master of that, okay?
I don't want to hear that. Because that's Mr. 30. Mr. 33 is on this channel right here, sir. He had nothing to say. He had no say so about that. He ain't even come out.
I was just telling Commander what y'all did earlier. But
there is no y'all. This is allegedly, y'all. But go ahead. I'm listening. We lost him.
And
There
it
you
keep
go. All
going
right.
dark. I don't know how to make it stop doing that. Like the phone is on. Let me turn the volume. The volume is all the way up. It keep for some reason when I'm in StreamYard, it go to dark. You know how like how you leave your phone open and it go to like time saver or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I'm on StreamYard, it do that. But I think that Hell in a Cell was one of the best Hell in a Cell matches.
Absolutely.
What she say?
She said, Coach, she said, word is never coming back. If y'all think that, you're wrong. See? You see what you did?
Man,
You see?
they,
All right, yo.
Commander, you don't know
Don't do that. Don't do that.
they I don't know if they ever corner me like that again. I might not have no choice. You don't understand the shellacking I took. It gave me flashbacks when my grandma used to beat me.
Then she said, Coach G is only gonna get stronger.
That's what I was trying to tell him. That's what I was trying to tell him. That's what I was trying to tell him, Commander. But boy, DDB was he was the head one. Boy, I'm like, where the hell did this go? DDB was he was flaming me. Like he
Ah.
was Commander. He was flaming me. Like I couldn't even say nothing back. You know, I always come back with a witty response, but I couldn't. I just had to take that. I'm like, I felt like one of P Diddy victims. Take that, take that, take that.
Mm.
Like
Take that. Take that.
at least P Diddy used baby oil. I ain't getting nothing. Like he did. But
Mm-mm-mm. She said, I could only imagine. I wasn't there. And I already know. I
I'm
already
telling
can
you.
imagine.
And then hey, I'm just saying. Like, she'll kick my
Ooh, shit.
ass. I'm just
Mm.
saying.
Ooh,
You
we.
know, I don't really
But,
care what
but
you do,
yeah.
but no, that Hell in the Cell was one of the greatest. But like you said, it kind of like man, that shit kind of dragged on, and it started getting like cringy. Like, cause I knew some. I'm like, you look at CM Punk, I'm like, bro, that's fake blood. You look at the Drew McIntyre, I'm like, that's blood, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
then he really had to get 13 stitches. Like, oh, this shit real.
Yeah,
Like,
that was nice. That was nice how he did that. And it also showed that his range, like I've never known Drew McIntyre to have that type of range as far as, even though he was a world champion, but it wasn't like this. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It wasn't to where he showed a whole hour of competition, a whole hour of competing. He had his dominant moments. Excuse me, at the end he slipped up by getting that man all hype with the little beads, and he had to pay for it, and he did. So that was an awesome match. It really was an awesome match.
but you know he wasn't supposed to bleed at all, though, right? Drew McIntyre wasn't. I think I don't know. I think something changed in the middle of the
I think
match.
they I
I,
think they improvised as well.
I think when he got bust open, they was like, okay, just let CM Punk with it because I'm looking at like for him, like his shit was split for real,
Mm-hmm.
and for him to keep going the way he did, he a beast, bro. Because he
I,
lost a lot of blood.
mm-hmm. He put
And
on
you
a
can,
great
I,
performance.
I was sitting there like, man, the ref, like, why would you even wipe CM Punk's head, showing no scar or anything, and then he come to Monday Night Raw with band-aids and shit on. I'm like, bro, when you get injured, when you went home, like, shit. Like we just seen, like there wasn't nothing on your head when they came out and wiped it. You turned around on the stage looking like, yeah, like bro, there's nothing wrong with you. Now you coming with band-aids and shit. Like you know
Yeah,
we got this on replay, right?
right. Like he ain't had no dripping to it. I just felt bad. I mean, like I said, it just showed Drew McIntyre's range. He improvised. He kept it going. He kept fighting. They did a great. Like they get it. They still was in sync with all the moves and things like that. It just shows you the professionalism of Drew. Like I have a whole new respect for Drew McIntyre as a wrestler, as a
I don't like
performer.
him. I don't like him as a heel. I think he should. I mean, he wouldn't be no good. I guess you only got heels and babyface, but
Mm-hmm.
he need his heel is too like whiny, bro. It's like he should just be like a badass. Like
Yeah,
if he was just like a badass and not like stalking people, like making people stalk him, that'd be that's what
I thought
maybe
they
he
was
needs a title for that. I don't know.
nah. You know, I thought they was going to do what they was going to do. They was going to make him like the Triple H figure, not the
Hmm.
game. But you know how you come down. He got the shield. I mean, he got the sword under the ring and bust somebody in the head with the sword and things like that. That's what I thought they was going to do with him originally. But they doing this. I don't know where they going with this. Now he's going to like. I guess he's going to be out for a few weeks. And for those that didn't see Monday Night Raw, uh, I guess the next rivalry is going to be Punk and Seth Rollins. After Seth Rollins goes through Bronson, I still don't like the Bronson Reed thing, even though that's not a part of Crown Jewel. Forgive us, but I don't know where they're going with that. I can't even see how that's a plausible match. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't even want to see Seth and CM Punk. I either want to see Seth go back go back for gold and go against Gunther, or I want to see Seth build some type of faction around himself. You know what I would love to see? I know this ain't got nothing to do with Crown Jewel. I would love to see Randy Orton start like an NWO.
You said NWO.
Like,
You want him to start the NWO like Legacy? You come back, come back, come back, come back, Coach D. We
oh,
unmissed
there we
you.
go.
There you go.
I ain't know I went in the black mode, but
Mm.
yeah.
So you want him to start like the old legacy, but like a new world order?
Yeah, like the you just something like we missing that. Like none of these tag teams like Judgment Day is trash. Ain't nobody worried about Judgment Day. I want to see a group like even the new Bloodline is trash, bro. It's like when only time you get hype is when you see Jacob Fatu. You don't really feel like they gonna do nothing.
Right,
I want to see a faction that scared of like the Wyatts, but they baby face.
right. And they ain't no they that what's I don't even I almost said the Alpha Academy. Oh my god, that ain't even their names.
Mhm.
Chad Gable and them. That's what I'm saying. The story. I think the storylines is getting like, ugh. It's like bland because you got this faction. What are they? Who are they scaring? They scaring two or three people. They supposed to wreak terror on a whole show, and one of those people is supposed to be like, all right, we coming to get Gunther. Like even in Crown Jewel, the situation with Gunther and yeah, that was the name of a group, Commander Alpha Academy. I swear to you. Um, even he's sitting there trying to antagonize Goldberg. He talk about you next. Nobody want to see Goldberg fight no more. We saw what happened with the Undertaker. You almost killed the Undertaker. We're not watching you anymore. If you gonna come up there and be with your son or whatever, that's cool. But nah, we ain't trying to see you no more. We're not doing that. Uh, I don't know what's going on with I just think, like I told you before, I believe they're gonna bring both brands together because I don't think nobody's gonna watch Raw on Netflix. I really don't. To me that's a horrible decision. I don't think nobody's watching that, and they don't have the storyline for them to go over there anyway.
Bro, I think that shit gonna blow up. I think that's gonna blow up on Netflix. Everybody got Netflix, bro. I'm telling you. So I
You
think
think
it's people who couldn't watch it but watching them. I
mm,
think it's gonna blow up. Netflix trying to become an actual streaming platform. You
mm.
know, like Amazon turned itself into. You know, they gonna be hosting pay-per-views and shit like that. So
Commander said they need the people, the fans, to write the scripts. I'm starting to believe that because it's like it's just too bland. Like, come on.
yeah, because I mean, Like New Day, they need a whole remake. They need a like I don't know, bro. They need to bring Trick Williams in and do something with. Uh, I don't know, bro. I just don't think. I mean, I like Braun Breaker. I like some of the stars they got. I like Jay. I like Braun Breaker. I even like Damian Priest now. They should have let him kept the belt. I like that him with as the champion better than Gunther.
Yeah, because he fighting people. The matches actually make a little bit more sense. But this situation with Gunther is like it's not going to go anywhere.
Ah, he
That
threw that privilege.
and that's why I'm saying if they taking because he's what do you after let me get back to what I was saying. He's not he doesn't even have a who's going to fight him now. There's no storyline for this move to Netflix. The world heavyweight champion, he's just going to be there talking. No, that's not how this goes. You got to
They
bring
gotta put him in the ring with. They gotta put him with either Braun or Seth. Or CM Punk. I mean, they got all these stars and they made Gunther, bro. Like, what the fuck? Gunther. Like, that don't
right.
even.
And that's what I'm saying. Okay, his work ethic was fine. Damian Priest lost his shot. I think he had the rematch. He lost it, right? So even this like the Sami Zayn fight and on Raw. Like, come on. How long he's supposed to do all of that? He's supposed to give eight Halua kicks. He gonna pop out and then just finish him off like that. That's crazy. That's absurd. What do you think about the crown jewel situation? With the best, the champion fights the champion, but the champion they don't unify the belt. They get that old gigantic crown royal. I almost said I did say crown royal. It's supposed to be crown jewel. The crown jewel belt. Crown royal's a drink, y'all. Forgive me. What do you think about that?
I think whoever win that belt will lose their belt. That's what I think about it. Whoever win that will lose the actual belt, and they gonna have that belt to carry around until next year.
I don't even see the significance of that belt. Because what you gonna do? You gonna put it in your house? You can't wear it nowhere. It's a meaningless belt. It's like the old $1 million belt.
It's like, yeah, can't no.
Can't nobody win that belt. So what's the point of it? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. There's no point or need to it. But
And see, they got an opportunity because that belt, they should make that like a championship belt. They can travel through Raw or SmackDown. You see
yeah,
what I'm saying? If they do that, they got an opportunity. But they talking about till next year. Like, nah, this should be the end of Crown Jewel. Start a whole new PLE or whatever, and just make
hmm
that. You know what I'm saying?
I even thought they could make that like a truly international championship belt, like off the sea. Somebody goes over to Japan and when like back in the days, hey, he came back world champ. Yeah, how you get that belt? I whooped somebody in Tokyo. I whooped somebody in Riyadh or something like that. But they making it look like this. It's not even. It's like ugh. It's like okay, this is a wasted belt. So
Like, you know what? I like Cody Rhodes. I like his personality. I don't like his moveset. I think he a boring wrestler, but I like his personality. So. Um, I don't know. It's just like it should seem like so unreal. Like you jumping off the rope to do a
the
thing.
Cody Cutter,
Yeah,
yeah.
like come on now, man. That shit look crazy as hell. If somebody get hit with that in real life, they deserve to. Like you deserve to be knocked out for letting somebody do that to you. This motherfucker running, jumping off the rope, like, and then now everybody starting. Little black dude in NXT, he got a cutter. Like, bro, stop that shit. Do something more original,
Right. Uh,
man.
it was crazy. I mean, I understand, he had to step away. Roman had to step away and he had to drop. Well, he lost the belt. We know what it really is, but still, like even the matches he fight. Now, I don't know if everybody knows about what happened after that. When after the show, Kevin Owens put the beats on him.
Yeah, like why is Cody always getting his ass whooped, bro? I'm tired of that. How you gonna be a champion getting your ass whooped every time you ain't in the ring? Like, bro, the Rock beat him up before he got the belt.
He
Kevin
got a
Owens beat
whooping.
him up. Yeah, he's just covering up. Ain't trying to fight back. Like, come on now, bro. This is your champion. That's what Kevin Owens should have said. And this is your champion.
Yeah. So I guess that's but it also allowed me to know that I don't think Cody's gonna be in that war game match.
No, I
That
don't think so either.
I think that's gonna be a title match again. That may be a title match. I can see that happening. But I don't think he's in blood. He's gonna be involved with the Bloodline trilogy. That just showed that real quick. I don't know how they're gonna get Jay over there because I can see.
No, I'm looking. I was looking. It'd be awesome if they got Jay, but they don't really need it. They had three dudes in the pipeline. That'd be dope. Introduce some new and just let Jay do his thing. I think Jay don't. I think Jay want to be world champion, and he can't do that next to Roman. He'll never be able to be world champion next to Roman.
I think they'll bring him over for that one match and keep him there. That's what I see.
Well, they
And then,
can't if he holding the belt. That's the thing.
no, he gonna drop the belt. They're giving that back to what you call it.
Man, they need to let Braun Breaker go ahead and get the heavyweight belt.
I agree with that, but I don't think they think he's ready. I think he's ready. I think the fans think he's ready, but I don't
This what
think the story
they
writers think that.
this what they need to do. Get Braun Breaker the heavyweight belt, cause he gonna be around terrorizing people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then give bring Trick Williams in and give him the IC belt. Send Jay back over to SmackDown. Give him a belt. Give him LA Knight belt. LA Knight. Yeah. Give him that belt. Give him the Yeti belt. And then get Roman back the belt. You get the belt.
Do you think that the Usos could do you think they'll win the the Usos will win the tag belts back from the new bloodline? I could see that
Oh,
happening.
yeah, that definitely happened. I think whoever they bring in will win it. I think they gonna bring the Hikuleo kid in. I'm telling you.
Commander said Coach D should talk in that voice. This is your champion.
And this is your champion.
The force is strong with that one over there.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna start. Just so Commander want me to start talking like that. You go
Commander,
whatever. Fine.
yeah, Commander, you are truly an MVP.
A
You really
hairline on
are.
mine.
Oh my God, not the headline. You-
I ain't got one.
I ain't
Uh,
got one. I ain't got one either. But I thought you got that from inside the NBA with Shaq. Hmm.
Man,
I
I
know
ain't seen my hairline since my late 20s, bro. I don't know what happened. It just ran away.
life,
Live. Hairline was
life.
like, I'm straight. I'm stressed. I'm out of here. And just dipped on me, bro. Hairline left me behind.
So I guess tomorrow we're gonna get some more information. I don't even know if Roman going. I don't even know how this works. Something else got to happen. They gotta build it up.
I was
Well,
so interested. Did you notice how they was trying to keep a hush hush on what happened to Cody?
yeah, I didn't understand that. But then they got the leak audio of everything or the video, right? They got the video of
Yeah.
him. They got the video of Solo talking about this was planned when the Rock came out and they was going up the thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is they going up? They don't even do that. But they revealed what happened. They revealed what happened, and they Solo says, "Hey, this is all part of the plan." I was like, "Wow, okay." So we gonna have to see what happens Friday. Well, tomorrow. Well, today because it's after 12. Uh, and we're gonna see what happens with SmackDown. Well, we know Jimmy's back. He better not be there by himself because they're gonna jump his ass. But we gonna see. I don't know, but we gonna see. So since we got a few more minutes to go, Commander, we ain't forget about you. I gotta give you your list because Coach D he cheated again.
I ain't cheat this
I
time.
know. I know you ain't cheat.
Or last time. I don't think it did.
I don't think I know you ain't cheat. Let me get rid of that. Trash that. All right, let's go through the list again. I'm gonna go through the list, Commander. You ready? You ready? Commander, you here? What up, nine? Donkey punch.
What up, man? Hey,
Go
I
ahead.
gotta,
Do it. Yeah,
I
get
gotta
the stuff
find that
ready.
new beat. Why don't I
Oh,
see her on my screen? What's she at?
oh, Shane here. Shane up here.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, that was me.
I thought you hit the panel. Y'all fucking with me when I'm smoking, man. I'm going back on mute.
Commander, you ready to pick your picks? You can type it. You ain't gotta come up. I know Coach D got to get ready for his show. He got a show to do tonight. We're gonna head on over there in a minute. Commander, put a one in there if you here. Oh, I can wait. It don't matter.
It's
There
your,
you
it's,
go. I
it's your
see you.
fault. It's your fault because I
I,
wasn't even gonna do no show tonight.
that ain't
Y'all
got
done
nothing.
made me do a show.
That ain't got nothing to do with me, sir. Mister 33. It's strictly about sports. Commander, the first game is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. I'll read it. If you hear me, we'll keep going. Cause Coach D he getting himself ready. Okay, she picked the Bears. Uh, your namesakes and the Commanders versus the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, I actually like that pick, but uh the New Orleans Saints versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I can't wait till the Ravens beat the Commanders.
That's what you. Wow, she going with the Saints. The Arizona Cardinals versus the Green Bay Packers. Okay, she going with the Cardinals. Okay. The I almost said Baltimore Colts. The Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans.
I don't even know who the Titans got to throw to. I don't know who the running back is. I don't
Nope.
know nothing about the Titans. I know Levis or Levis, whatever. Ain't it
Le-
Levy or something like that?
the Levi band, the pair of pants.
It was either a pair of pants or something to hold water or something. I don't know which one it is. A Levy or Levis or
Will Levis, Levi's. The
okay, Cleveland.
Cleveland Browns versus the Philadelphia Eagles, Commander. I'm gonna tell you this now. Commander won already.
Man, man. I know I can't see, but I can see. See how everybody. I
She
told you
picked.
I was almost perfect last week. You messed my picks up, bro.
I ain't mess it up this week, so I ain't. She
Because
going
I was
against.
about to.
She going against every pick that you pick. I'm telling you that right now.
That's okay. That's what she does. She a
I
female.
know. I know. That's why she.
Positive and negative energy. Males are positive, females are negative. So she go pick the negative one.
She. Okay. I ain't say that. This is who you picked, though, Commander. You picked this guy right here, Coach D. The Denver Broncos versus the San Diego Chargers. I already know who she gonna pick. Who you think she gonna pick?
She probably liked the sun right about now. So I'm gonna say the Chargers.
Nope, she ain't picking that.
She picking Broncos.
She sure did. I told you she figured everything you did not pick. I'm telling you.
That's the pick. Then if I pick something, what I mean is opposite of what I said. That's
Uh,
all.
the Steelers versus the Red. Oh, she said, "Wait." Oh, she said, "Fuck the Chargers." Oh, excuse me. Steelers versus the Raiders. I already know
You
who she
know,
picked. I already know who she
uh,
picked. I ain't even. I ain't even mean that. I ain't even
I'm
asked her because I already know who she picked.
see,
I. She said, "Fuck
she
this." She
talking,
said, "Fuck the Raiders." I already know she said that. I remember
she
last.
talking, she talking all that mess about the Chargers. Let's see what you do next time your phone about to die. I bet you go to the Chargers.
She ain't gonna say fuck the Chargers then. Where are you, Charger? Charger, I need you. Yep, I already did that, Commander. I remember what you said. The Falcons versus the Panthers. I want to see this pick right here. I already know who she picking. Oh, she said I have backup batteries. So we got the Falcons and Panthers. I already know who she's gonna pick next too. Yep, I'm correct. She going with the Falcons. The Lions versus the Cowboys. Here it comes. What up, nine? Yep. We got the Bengals versus the Giants. The Cats versus the big people. Bengals versus Giants. Do, do, do. Oh, I was going. Oh, she going with the Giants, baby. Okay, shout out to Nate. And then finally, the Bills versus the Jets. Okay, okay, you and Coach T together. That's like one of the best picks y'all picked. So that's what it is, y'all. So Commander has picked the Chicago Bears, the Washington Commanders, the New Orleans Saints, the Arizona Cardinals,
You
the,
put the Giants over the Bengals?
the
Give me
Tennessee
some of that
Titans,
shit. Send me some. Look, I'm about to email you my address. I want
the
some of that shit.
Browns versus the
Whatever
Eagles.
that is, you smoke it or drink it. I'll take
She
some.
picked the
Send it over.
Broncos over. She picked the Broncos over the Chargers. She picked the Steelers over the Raiders. She picked the Falcons over the Panthers. She picked the Cowboys over the Lions. She picked the
The
Giants
Cowboys
over,
over the Lions. Okay.
and she picked the Bills versus the Jets. So as
You
Commander
pick
has the Commander has spoken, huh?
what is the Cowboys gonna do with the Lions? How does that? How are we making logical sense? We've been
Uh,
talking about observation. You should have observed the Cowboys ain't shit compared to the Lions. That's what you should have observed already. And you
okay.
just hating because the Lions is Detroit. I gotta find another beat for Commander Song. Um, no, I'm saying for real because I got copyrighted for it, so I had to trim it out the live. But I gotta find another beat.
Oh, okay.
It ain't gonna be
I
hard.
never. She said I never like picking the Cowboys, but I'm going against the Lions. You can't do that to Coach D. That's your guy.
No, but she gotta do it.
I understand. You see, I don't even get upset. She picked the Bills over the Jets. I don't care. That's why we do this, y'all. This is why we do this. We're doing this for fun, entertainment purposes, but we also like to see who picks the best, and that's
No,
what we
I'm going
do.
there to kick y'all ass. That's all.
I don't know how we got the same teams. What are you talking about?
That's because you picked after me. You didn't want to vote for
I
me.
picked. No, sir. I picked before you. I picked the only difference. The only games we got different. We got the Jets different.
Well, let me tell you this, because I'm
See, look, you can't even tell the story because the shit blanked out. Yeah, everything is the same, but everything is the same except for the Lions and Cowboys, our teams. You got the Lions, I got the Cowboys, you got the Bills, I got the Jets. That's where we differ at, right there.
Y'all picking Cowboys for what? Cowboys for what?
Oh,
Mm.
she trying
Cowboys for what?
she trying to trigger Coach D. She said, "I'll say like Naga, I'm a rebel."
I figured that.
And with that being said, y'all go ahead and catch Coach D. He's about to go on his channel. He get ready to go on over there, and we're going to follow him over there. What is your topic tonight, sir?
Why God is a man. And do
Hey,
you really miss and do you really miss the word? Because we did a little poll. I don't know if everybody got to participate in the poll, but the poll was to see if
go
y'all
ahead.
really missed the word. I
Commander,
thought you
did you
was
see the poll?
be
She ain't see the poll. I know she ain't see the poll. Commander, did you see the poll? She says she going with the Cowboys against her better judgment. Commander, did you see a poll today that Coach D posted?
the
I'm
poll said Cowboys for what?
Look, she did. She said I did the poll and I voted Coach D. See, that's why I was 50-50. That's why I don't even know what the results were. I know when I saw it, it was 50-50. I don't know what the final results were, but she voted for Coach D as I knew she would. But we're gonna have that conversation over there, Coach D. I should have did a poll. Did anybody understand my title to my live tomorrow? I'm surprised nobody ain't tell me, yo, you did that wrong.
I didn't even see the title.
Uh, what is the title? I forgot. Oh God, it's right there. It's the same. Whatever it is, it's the same word. Content. Don't be content with your content. Don't be content with your content. That's what it is. I'm surprised nobody said you said the same word twice. It was 50-50. That's what I saw too. Well, we gonna go over there and have that conversation with Coach D. We appreciate Coach D stopping by. We know you got to set up and get ready because somebody gonna ask, "Is this the Words channel?" Because I don't know what happened. Shout out to Gary Busted Down Brown. Commander said Gary is badass. Shout out to him. So with that being said, everybody, I appreciate Coach D coming up. We always enjoy the lovely Commander coming in and picking these picks. I truly believe she's gonna win. I don't know why, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was gonna pick the Giants, but I said I know if I pick the Giants, they're gonna lose because that's what they do to me all the time. So I didn't pick them. But I'm gonna stand on my picks. I'm about to post that. I'm gonna post all the picks that we have for anybody that catch the replay. If you are willing to have these to join the picks before the game Sunday, all you have to do is put it on the community wall if you want. Like I said, this is for entertainment purposes and just to show that we are watching the sport and things like that. And we could just see who wins. We're doing that for that reason. Commander, you like this profile that I got up here? I'm taking it down when I get out. Well, I might leave it up for Sunday. I don't know. But I thought about you with this picture, this profile pic. I was like, this is fire. I was listening to their song. They got their own song now. They got their song in Spanish. OMG. So I can't find if I can find it, I'ma play it. That's our new theme song for the shout out to the Metropolitans. Like I said, I'm doing this because many of y'all know. Well, if y'all don't know, that's my baseball team. That's been my baseball team since forever. And for me, they're giving me a life. And please don't, if they win, I'm going to have a story to tell behind that. But it's about the lovable guys that never win for them. And then when they do win, it's all worth it. Because y'all don't know, they haven't won since 1986. I was a tyke then, but they have been close a few times. I believe it's going to be a Subway Series. I think it's going to be an all New York thing. They're one round away from it. Both guys are there. The Mets and the Yankees. They win these next rounds. They will be in the World Series against each other. We know one thing. They ain't going to have no traveling problems because they're in the same city. But like I said, we appreciate the lovely Commander coming up and giving our picks. But like I was saying, if you guys want to have these picks before Sunday, please just post it on the community wall. And I will add it, and then I will post it with the rest of our picks. Because like I said, we just doing this for sports and entertainment purposes, just to show everybody that we know what we're watching, and we're followers of the sports. Even though we just love Commander, because even if she don't watch it, her picks are 9 times out of 10 on point. So she said she felt she had a bad week. She thinks she's going to redeem herself this week. We're going to find out on Sunday. And on Sunday, I will be back with the Sunday evening wrap up with all the tallies and all of those things. And we will speak about the NFL up to that Sunday point. We will speak about the WNBA as the ladies play game 2. As I said earlier, the Minnesota Lynx, they shocked the New York Liberty 95-93 by having the WNBA greatest comeback in the game in the finals. 18-point deficit. They came back, they tied it up, and won in overtime. So we're gonna say shout out to congratulations on the first win for the Minnesota Lynx. They got 2 more to go to become world champion. The question is, will they redeem themselves, or will they fall back under the pressure after giving up that big old deficit? We will find out who the New York Mets will be playing as they await their challenges between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. That game will be played tonight in Los Angeles. And the New York Yankees will be waiting for the winner of the Cleveland Guardians and Detroit Tigers, as that game will be played Saturday night in Cleveland. I will have all those results. I will set up the ALCS race, or the games and times, as well as the National League games and times. We will have all that information on Sunday. So until Sunday, guys, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate y'all catching the replay. And with that being said, we're going over to catch Coach D. We hope to see you guys there and have a conversation. And with that being said, we're out. See you Sunday.